Delivery not deserve no nigga. Bitch, bitch, I'm about to. Bitch, I'm about to. Bitch, I'm about to turn the city up. Just keep it low key, it's insidious. They really tried taking rid of us until they seen that we was too turned up. Too turned up, bitch, I'm about to turn the city up. Just keep it low key, it's insidious. They really tried taking rid of us until they seen that we was too turned up. Too turned up, bitch, we bought the volume now. It ain't no turning down. Niggas already here, ain't no turning.
Let me show you what I'm made of. Flows like spit, now touch with no that James Paul Soul Train. And I done knocked down a lifetime of plays. My hustle with as smooth as they come. Check with me, stack master pay, never run. It's that simply, I'ma get down and get to it every day. I'm trying to make every nigga don't I never fall. I always try to keep my ass open for the jack moves. Cause in Dayton, Ohio, these niggas jack you. It always feel good to see real niggas win. Now I ain't your bro. Now I ain't your twin. Stackmaster should gotta hustle on his own. And yeah, I still need 400 for a song. Trap lord, gotta have a passion for the love of the game. They gon' rob, they gon' steal, try to snatch out your brain. If you grind, you gon' shine. Ain't a crime, just a bar. So where's some of the brain? Do you shit for the game, they gon' still try to snatch out your brain. If you grind, you gon' shine, ain't a crime, just a ball. So winter, summer, spring, gotta fall till you fall. Hit a pimp turn right, and then I snatch off. Bitch, I been game tight. I never fell off. How to come correct, no need for disrespect. Man, I put the pack in scat. I love to get a check. Dr. 12 on an everyday basis. Yeah, it's a small number, but it's all faces. Step until you can't fit no more in the safe box. Zaza got me stuck and I'm twisted, feel like dreadlocks. On an all-night flight, trying to get right. Gotta catch the right flight, get the right price. Soon as the touchdown, time to get it in. No, I don't have a deal, no, you won't see a grin. No, I don't think it's funny, cause your ass ain't got no money. If you got bad intentions, please stay away from me. All I wanna do is sleep with the real that's in rap. Gotta put up some racks, or it's gonna be a rap. Gotta have a passion for the love of the game. They gon' rock, they gon' steal, try to snatch out your brain. If you grind, you gon' shine, ain't no crime, just a ball. So where's someone's brain, gotta fall till you fall. Got a passion for the love of the game. They gon' steal, snatch out your brain. If you grind, you gon' snatch your brain. Let's go. Two karma's coming for you, my nigga. 3, 4, you better lock your doors quick. You better keep that you better show your finish. Close spin, the gremlins, if they get hit, turn around, spit again. Relentless, 7 a.m. and niggas running from 12. You gotta do what you gotta do, but don't go to jail. Let's get it. Going back in, I'm having daydreams of back in. On the back end, I'm having plays and they wanna spin. You wanna joke and crack and play, I'm trying to make a stack of crack a bid in your balls up, nigga. You better not hesitate. I'm on the cook up, y'all niggas gotta look up. I need money, not a hook up. Stack unless you get by. Shut up, little nigga. Hell nah, this ain't that mumble rap. Some of y'all lyrics be fire, but it be full of cap. On the countdown, getting money all day. But tonight I'm trying to have my paper right. Get money, nigga. If you ain't getting to it, dog, you just in the way. Sad to say you need to get your hustle tight. For the track, you hustle. But tonight I'm trying to have my paper right. To it, dog, you just say that to say you need to get your hustle tight. Grind, chill, traffic in on I-75, just came 7,500. Now I'm on to my place, call my trap, I bet I'm real, recognize real. Don't get ate in the field for the flavor of love. Don't get cooked on the grill. Money grams in my vision, trying to run up a million without robbing nor stealing. Traffic in all hit the gas and the scat, make it growl, hear the pipes, turn around, hit the lights, don't move, it's in my sight. Gotta get to the money every day and every night. Oh, I'ma catch it, I'ma fetch it like my name was Jerry Rice. Oh, you gon' catch it, you gon' flex it on the gram all night. New generation trappers in Ohio, my city where young niggas gone wild. Been ballin' in the game, I think I need a towel now. You think I make this shit sound real easy? I've been out here hustling hard, I came up trapping too young.
It ain't my fault you ever get to that point.
I'm trying to have my paper right. You ain't getting to it, dog. You just in the way, say you need to get your hustle tight.
It ain't my fault these niggas flock to me. It ain't no stopping me from getting to this broccoli. Shout out to all the bad bitches, they gon' rock with me. Won't catch me hating cause I do my thing comfortably. I got them open like a cabinet. Fat ass, you can look, but don't be grabbing it. Most of these hoes out here broke, I be having it. Cause I be sticking to that page just like a magnet. Thicker than a flicker, but I don't want your nigga. And that's just something in the trigger. They gonna hook up in you. Come get a girl sister. She can't do it on her own, she need a friend with her. I'm like a kryptonite, she make her sick. I'm a huffin' ass chick, but I ain't talking bricks. One of the hottest in the city. Walking in front of them. If I stay down, then I'm gon' blow, and that's just all I know. It ain't my fault these niggas flock to me. It ain't no stopping me from getting to this broccoli. Shout out to all the bad bitches, they gon' rock with me. Won't catch me hating cause I do my thing comfortably. I got them open like a cabinet. Fat ass, you can look, but don't be graphic. Most of these hoes out here broke, I be having it. Cause I be sticking to that page just like a magnet. These hoes be clowns and I'm the queen of the circus. I don't gotta say too much cause I'm really out here working. My man's bunch of different ways. He bought me houses over burpees. My man's say he working but he's working. That's it for greatness, that's just how it go. Struggle was mad for this shit personal. Show disrespect, we gon' put on the show. Get off your back and go chase you some bread. What about me just gon' fuck up your head? Yeah, we can hit, but you'll get put to bed. Ain't got my back, so you can't copy brand. You mad you should be chasing dividends. Monday night wrestling, bitch, I'm too raw. Stay in my lane, so all I do is ball. Don't trust no hoe, so I stay in some walls. They tryna diss, so I say fuck them all. It ain't my fault these niggas flock to me. It ain't no stopping me from getting to this broccoli. Shout out to all the bad bitches, they gon' with me. Won't catch me hating cause I do my thing comfortably.
She bad as a bitch. I got a bunch of her. Get rid of the jack. I got a Nike problem. She catch me check. And I'm with a clown bag. And we stand to play. Clown bag. We giving them hell. My bitch is a clown bag. You know BBL. And I'm a bad daddy that you can tell. And we don't want too much, but it's for 12. She the baddest when she walking in the room. Pussy sweep you off your feet, street sweeper or a broom. She down the ride, old P. Diddy and Loon. So thick she calls an earthquake. When she walk, you can hear it boom. It's funny, because she better a bitch. The jack, I got a Nike problem. Catch me. And I was glad that we had a black money because she was a bitch. I got a big job, so you ran a jet. I got a Nike problem, but you can't really shit.
Fake me, again. He's a black cause he's been 7 years in it. Now we got these hoes think I think the clinic need a visit. And things got a bicker. They tell us now she mad and spread it out, but I can't give her no fuck. And I'm a real solid bitch. I can't be compared to you. You can try to do what I do, but you can't walk in my shoes. Just like I'm here and I be facing. But now I rap too. Turning me beat to a concert. I produce on the news. Smoking on some block that I'll make it peel back just like a tape. Bitch, I can't talk like you want to smoke. I thought I had a good day. When I came life working me and my swag, I thought I had it my way. It's been out in for the folks. Keep on cat no time to play. It's slam, 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 slam.
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, sir? What's up, everybody? It's that Mr. Little B. What's going on, y'all? We're definitely jumping into the computer. We got Auntie out there.
Hey y'all, what's going on with y'all? Shout outs to Glam Batty and Stack Master Suge, man. Y'all going crazy, man. That's they hits, man. Y'all wanna follow them? Let Deandra Adams follow her on Facebook. Stack Master Suge, man. They going crazy, man. Real shit, man. Check they shit out.
Straight like that, straight
City
like that.
shit.
Speaking of DeAndre, what up? What up? She tuned in. Donnell, man, what up? What up?
Got my dude.
What up, Shannon? What up, Tasha? What up, man? What's up, baby? Donna Newsom, what's up, Donna?
Money.
Donna. No, Auntie Diva. That's what it was. Said when they start calling. I don't want to be Auntie.
I'm sorry, Auntie D. Sorry.
Auntie Diva's checking in. Okay, we understand. We heard that. How's everybody? Well, welcome to another episode of Cafeteria Talk. As you can see, we feeling goated this episode. We got some goats on the wall and everything like that. So make sure y'all tap in with us. We got some goats on the wall right there. I tap you. My name's Spook Marley. I'm here with CJ Max B.
What's up with y'all?
I got my boy Wolf 9.
What's up, y'all?
My boy Showdown. What it do? And DJ. Something wrong with you.
He was laughing because he said we got the pictures on the wall. He turns around like, oh,
As a coach.
it's inside joke, y'all. Funny as
Oh man, God.
Everybody have a good weekend, man. Everybody.
Yeah, I had a great weekend. So it's mostly freaking outrigging.
Okay, a Rickett, that's the turntable Rickett.
Ricky, I
Rickett,
stay Ricking. You know what I'm saying? Ricking, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. What about you, Sean? What you do this weekend? You said that great weekend, brother.
Chill, man. Peaceful. Oh yeah, baby girl noticed season 3 for cheerleading football. She had a game yesterday. She doing, so much better. So yeah, that was fun.
Okay. She just hit a big accomplishment too, right? Correct. Cheer captain.
Oh yeah, she got cheer captain of the week also.
Okay.
and my little niece, her form is coming along, man. Like she really practicing the moves, man. Really getting them forms down. Really getting that foot up there, and she really doing her thing, man.
On business. Let's
There he is, my mama.
That's what's important. What about you, DJ? How was your weekend?
I had a great weekend. I went out to support big, doing big for the kids. It's his 11th event, man. There's love in the community every time he show up, man.
And this week,
Uh, also,
yeah, I think since then, just all right, y'all let us know. I turned it to them a little bit.
yeah, and Wolverines football. Checking out Dunbar football this week. They out in Batavia, they blew them boys out. So
Okay. The gold blue,
they
big
got
blue.
hype for the
You
season.
know what I mean? Big blue. Shit.
Y'all some alumni.
Yeah, varsity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my dude is quarterback, Jermaine Graves, man, Graves.
Okay.
Definitely doing his thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Graves, man.
Yes. I gotta definitely shout out my own son, No Waves Nick.
Hey, Nicky.
Good season.
Oh, that's what's up. So forget we got to another. Now you went to Belmont, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's at Belmont.
Hey, man, we
Yeah, we ain't got no Walmart buzzer.
Hey, I'm supporting my kids. My kids go to Dunbar, so I'm supporting Dunbar.
yeah. You know where that state coming to? Right to Big Blue.
What is Belmont's mascot?
Bison.
Vice.
Yeah, I used to fucking wife.
Hey, this is disrespect for me. This is ice.
So my mom in here. She
Yeah, icing on a Bronco or a Wolverine. Choose a Wolverine, not a beaver.
That's what I'm
Beavers are treacherous.
You gonna put that up against the Wolverine?
Man, y'all be trying to make it bigger than what it is, man. This is a little Wolverine off our little pup.
Yeah, he is.
It's a pup running around.
I think we got
You thinking that motherfucker it ain't Loki.
I think it got more.
It's not a Loki.
I think it got more banners than the Beavers.
That probably do.
Okay, that's
But we
what
got some things too.
Yeah, I bet y'all.
Well,
Different
you mean
buildings.
y'all had some things.
But guess what? Y'all didn't do it. You didn't play and do it, and you didn't play and do
It
it.
don't matter. I was there.
I was there too.
You wasn't.
Y'all didn't
Fandom.
get a banner or nothing with it. Y'all
Not
didn't
for
get
the
the
Vice.
conversation or nothing.
Oh, for last year basketball.
Nah. Talking
Did
about
you
when I
win
went to
state
school.
last year?
Oh, you talking about 36? No, Dunbar did.
Yeah, so you
No,
did.
they-
You
yeah.
did it. You was a parent, so you did.
Oh, yeah.
Going in and out.
All right, well, listen, man.
Hold on, we didn't get to
Yeah,
my
how was your
weekend.
weekend?
My weekend was great, man.
I was rushing me. I was trying, bro, to work the room. How was your weekend?
It's all good, man. You know, we went to support the Pee Wee team this weekend.
Shout out.
Charleswood versus Cincinnati Hamilton team. And they was definitely showcasing, man. Like these is elite kids, man, and like they really doing their thing, man. Sixth graders. Shout out to the Trotwood Rams sixth graders. They was
Shout
doing
out
their
to the
thing.
Trotwood Rams.
They supporting my nephew EJ, definitely doing his thing. Keep doing his thing, man. Y'all keep your eyes out on EJ, man, because he's
number
doing his
22,
thing.
man.
22.
My boy, that's my number one fan. We got work to do. But we working.
Cause he gonna be all right, man.
Yes, sir.
He gonna be all right. So,
Yes, sir.
all right, listen here, man. Today's actually a special day, man. You know what? We got a good old appreciation episode on our hands. And if y'all ain't familiar, every now and again we do some appreciation for one of our members of the cast, the great lunchroom here. And today we got my dog. Who's he going to? Show dog. Yes, sir.
Fuck. It's good, fellas. It's good, my gang, huh?
So listen, man, we're gonna crack this off right. We got a little video from my guy that knows he has not seen it, man. And no, we ain't got no shades today. So we got an appreciation video for my guy, man. So y'all tune in for this, and after that, we're gonna get to know Short a little bit, and then we're gonna get into these topics. So stay tuned. We should be able to just make sure y'all cut y'all mics off. So I'm gonna video show appreciation for my boy Short. Man, I've known this boy since playing on the basketball team, to see this boy raising the basketball team. Man, he is the epitome of no excuses. Every time he get in the gym, he figure out a way out of it. Even keeping on the legacy, man. He done showed you the epitome of a true family man. I just want to pay my homage to him. Much love, man. I love you, brother.
Come on, Chris, go, y'all! Chris!
Guns out. What's up? What's up? Straight salute to my cousin Shoke, man. See, people don't know the reason why I started the podcast is so people can experience what I'm experiencing in real time. You feel me? So like, I experienced a good person in Shoke, and I want everybody to experience him in his natural form. So I salute you for you being you, cuz. You feel me? All the love you get to the fam, salute you for you being you. And I want everybody to know that, everybody to experience it. Much love.
On your mark, get set, go!
Show me here. Are we twins or not, y'all? Ooh, turn around. Twins. Boom.
But you don't have the edges. In the front.
Hey Dad, it's your your oldest daughter. And I just want to let you know that I love you so much. Like, my favorite thing about you is no matter what situations we put ourselves in or whatever we're going through, you make sure that you put us first. And you always take care of everybody. Your kids, your family. You're such a family man. And that's my favorite thing about you. And I wouldn't want to call anybody else my dad. I love you. Keep being the man that you are, because you are great. And we appreciate you so much. Love you.
What's up, Dad? It's Lil Darren. Just wanted to get on here and say that, you know, I love you with all my heart. I'm really grateful to have you in my life. You done helped me with a lot of things. You done helped me stay motivated to do whatever I had to do. You always made it happen, basically. And that's one thing that I always try to keep to myself, is I always try to make it happen. And I just want to say I love you for that.
What's up, Dad? You better not be crying when you see these videos, because I know how you be emotional about little surprises and stuff like that. But I love you so much. A lot of these girls out here ain't got daddies. And we can all tell. That's why I'm so grateful for you, because I don't play about you and you don't play about me. And you love everybody that come around you. It's nothing but good intentions, pure positivity, and only good things that's going on. So I just want to say, long live Austin, long live Uncle George, and rest up D. We love you, and we're so grateful.
Back on. Yeah.
Back. Listen, man.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
So me and DJ Max video didn't get to load in there, so we just wanted to tell you in person, man. I know for me, I appreciate you, because ever since I met you, you kept a smile on my face. You feel me? Talking good shit to me, keep me motivated. You feel me? And always going. So I appreciate you in person for who you are.
I appreciate you. Really working because we love like eight verse. So if you should we go get my first man, first gig, man. So we call me like, should we talk about the DJ shit, man? What's up? Feel me? Shit. He told me like, if you rock, he'd fuck with you. But shit, I understand, every time I always think of shit. Appreciate you.
Shit, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Well, that was nice, man. That was real. Feel me? Yeah, that was nice. A little emotional, man. I appreciate that.
Listen, real quick, we want to give the people a chance to know you. So, Miss V has some questions for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, see, how do I sound? Yeah.
Sound good. So, it's me.
All right, so just to kick it off short, tell the people who you are, where you're from, what school you went to, share a little background to the people.
Okay, I'm short dog. 42, father of 8. Yes, 8. Um, went to Dunbar High School. What else? I'm a family first guy, so I believe that it's always about family. What you know, I love my kids. That's 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 me, man. Like, if you know me, I love my family. Family first.
Yes, we can tell that basically by what everybody was saying in the video and all the pictures of you with your friends and family. Definitely family oriented, which is something good to be for sure. So you also run a segment called Short Center. So we all know you have a love of sports. Where did that love of sports come from? And what sports have you been involved in?
I think love of sports just came from. I don't know. I think it was just in me, man. I believe it probably came from my father. I'm not really sure, but I just grasped it. I know my brothers. Really, yeah, really coming up watching my two brothers play ball. So you know what I'm saying. It's like, dang, like, and let me play ball, let me do this, and then uh, being around cousins and them when they playing football and stuff like that. So for the most part, it just like was grass, man. Everything else just came with it. So you know what I'm saying? Like I played basketball. I tried to play football my freshman year, but that's all I did was that. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty good. I just couldn't keep them grades up though. But for the most part, basketball. I played baseball when I was younger. And we all probably did that. That was real fun. And majority basketball though.
Okay, so you are the oldest of the group, not to put you on blast.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Cool with that.
one of the reasons why I mentioned that is because maybe I'm not gonna word the question the best, but I want to know if there was a moment for you where you feel like there was a significant moment where you changed from boyhood to manhood, or do you feel like becoming a man is something that happens over time? Say.
Ah, it's so crazy because I just had this talk. And I say it came 2000, it started once in 2011, 12, when I got into my relationship I'm in now with Tasha. She helped me become a man and a better father. So I say that transition from there, just before I wasn't, I was a terrible dad. Man, I won't say terrible, but I wasn't that father. But being around her and able to have all the kids in the house and you know what I'm saying, like her showing me and just learning different things, you know what I'm saying? So I say around that time that's when I transitioned into being a man. I still have my flaws. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Like to being a man and a father, that's me, and I owe it to her.
That's kind of
Fine femininity.
yeah. Sometimes it takes somebody to help bring you.
Oh man, seeing the joy on their face when I show up, or when I show up when they didn't expect it, not just events, just when they need something or just wanting to talk or anything, just able to be there because I didn't have that. So that's the joy about being the father, just making them happy and just seeing that smile and knowing that like they gonna call pops. You feel me? So yeah, that's the joy.
So, to reverse that, what do you think the most difficult thing about being a parent?
Ooh. It's getting them to listen. Like these kids do not listen or understand. Cause it's like they see one thing, like their kids will have a lot of tunnel vision, like out of like teenagers into their adulthood, and you know what I'm saying, like you would think that they're not grateful. You're thinking like these little mothers, you feel me? And then I look back like maybe that was me, and you know what I'm saying, but like as they done got older, I know that they understand, but the hardest part about raising them is just getting them to listen and to understand that what I'm doing is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it just because I'm doing it to become a great father to you guys.
Yeah, that was a good answer, really, because I feel like every parent can relate to that. Okay, I just got a few more for you. So this is kind of random, but what's the best excuse you ever used for being late to work?
Man, it's so crazy though, because I'm like I really wasn't a late type of person. Like I was always there like on time or before, but that's an excuse.
Or the craziest excuse you ever heard. Maybe it wasn't your excuse, but
I didn't know I was supposed to be here at that time.
what?
Okay, yeah, I have used that. I have used that. Like, I didn't know that we were supposed to be here at this time and clocked in probably 2 hours later at the different. And I remember we working and we used to have to be there at like 7. But the other shift did come in to like 9:30. So I walk in with the other shift like I didn't know. I knew, you feel me? So
Call off there right there.
yeah, it was should have been, but you know what I'm saying? But
Hey, you can.
I still need that little money.
Okay, so the last question that I have for you is what would you say is a moment or a thing in your life that has had the biggest impact in shaping who you are today?
Losing my brother.
Do you want to share why? Or if you don't want to.
I'm gonna say you just I can't break down.
No. So thanks for all you do for the team and the crew, and I'm gonna flip it back over to you guys so you can hit these topics.
Cool. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We got some comments. Auntie said kudos, salute, said giving people their flowers. Black Daddy getting recognized. That's what Deanna Newsom said. Latwana Moores, what's up? She said strong, what's up? She loves it.
Child. So
Auntie says great job, guys. Verbal flowers are beautiful. That's what's up. Deandra said that was dope. Elle said that was very sweet.
All right. Listen, let's get into these topics.
Deandra said, that's funny, his daughter just knew he was crying.
hey, that was
Porn. I got that video and seen that. I'm like, man, she probably called this right on point. Man.
That's why she called me today. You ain't slick. She just called me a couple hours ago. Tomorrow, Dad, what you doing? I'm saying probably gonna do the podcast. What's up? Oh, yeah, I thought you were doing the metal mood. You know I ain't say I go. No, I not say nothing like that, man. All right, that I got you. I got you.
That's fine.
Sayeda Brown is watching, so.
So let's get into this first topic. All right, this first topic ain't so nice. Probably about to get some real responses. That's good, but I feel like it's probably gonna get some real responses out of people, man. So let's start with So why do people's go ahead? Why do people's sneaky link relationships last longer than their real relationships? Bring that back. Why do people's sneaky link relationships last longer than their real relationship?
I'm gonna say because your sneaky link isn't doing what your at home is doing. So you know what I'm saying. So sometimes I had a sneaky link that came out. You know what I'm saying. So with that sneaky link, like they just play their position and they just you know what I'm saying. They know what it is. So once you know what I'm saying, like once somebody accepts it, then you know. It's gonna last, you feel me? Like I had said once before though, like we only do what women allow us to do. You feel me? So it's like if this my sneaky link and she know I got something at home, oh yeah, we gonna be cool, we gonna keep rocking. You feel me? It's on that's I think that's one of my reasons why I think it lasts longer if you have a sneaky link. You know what I'm saying?
They should take us down. They just
they know their position.
The flow, like I should put it up. You think first?
I think it's like we in a relationship, you got rules and shit. It's a little couple of rules and shit. Sneaky link ain't no rules. You know what I'm saying? And then it feels like every time I get a sneaky link, like my girl be nasty, but the sneaky link be nastier. I don't even know that's a word, but it'd be nastier. Nastier. So I'll be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? With no rules, it's nastier. That, you know, and then it's another thing. It be that adrenaline sometimes, man. Sometimes people want to live on the edge and do some shit and get their little, knowing that they might get their head busted. You know what I'm saying? But they want to go ahead and test the water to get that adrenaline sometimes. So it be the adrenaline, you know what I'm saying? With no rules and nastier.
No rules and nastier. In and is.
Yeah.
No rules and nastier.
That's
crazy. That's crazy. Oh, let's see here. You know, I haven't dabbled in this world in a long time, but one thing I do know, like you said, they just be cool and complacent. Like, you know, they know what it is. They got their role, you got your role, and it's cool. You know, a relationship, kind of like what Show said, it's probably going to be a little more demanding. She going to want a lot more shit from me, feel me? Get mad at you a lot more often, things like that. Usually a sticky link going to be cool on the back burner till you turn that motherfucker eye up. Feel me? As long as you cool, we ain't really, you cut off of. So you can last through all the girlfriends. I guess I'm different then. Because I'm gonna say they don't last longer. My relationship was the relationship. The sneaky link was just there for a moment, for a service, or for something. Once I was done with that service, the link was disconnected, but my relationship's still going. Mm-hmm. So for me, it don't last longer. But in the situation that you see that do, what do you think? Maybe some things that cause that. They don't want to be in a relationship anyway. That's probably what causes it. I mean, you're looking for something else, then obviously you don't think you got your mate.
So my situation, she was my sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so like I was on. If I was with somebody, I always knew that I could call her and shit was popping. So unless you know what time it is, or she called me. You know what I'm saying? It was always like it was cool. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that like I don't know. I get what he's saying. Like the sneaky link is pop. I don't know if it lasts. I want to do an actual relationship. Mine came with a relationship. Sneaky.
Let me get to some of these comments though. Let me so Auntie says, Sierra says, what's up, Sierra? Sierra says, because it's fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, some people like the thrill.
Like the thrill, man. That's fun.
That's what I said.
No rules
Auntie
and
said,
stuff.
because the sneaky link don't have to deal with the real stuff.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, nigga, really on the real
she
shit.
ain't getting mad at you.
Yeah, you put your pants up and just walk out. You ain't got to explain nothing. Just pull the pants up and go.
B says, my sneaky link turned into my man. So I guess maybe some people are just with the wrong one.
Yeah, right. That too.
Hey, she You was a sneaky link? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I'm like,
how does it feel to be a sneaky link? It felt great. What the fuck you feel?
Great as
I got to pull up food, meals, everything. Yeah, it was great.
It was great.
I talked about it for a 3 hour long conversation. It was great. I love being a sneaky link to that woman. She's great.
Shannon says,
hey, that's how bad, man. I used to
let me get a couple of these comments. Shannon says they aren't spending much time together, not having the day-to-day stressful interactions.
Yeah.
All right. Auntie says sneaky link is fun. And you're not dealing with all the other things. That's what Shannon said.
Yeah,
Shannon said because they aren't spending that much time together.
That's my girl.
Not having a day-to-day stressful interaction.
Yeah.
Donna Newsom says because sneaky links is all about good times, good sex, good food, smoke, drink, no responsibilities.
Oh.
Auntie says sneaky links hook up and send you home.
Hold on, man.
Other relationships too. You are the sneaky link. Ooh.
It's kind of like a
the gift that keeps on giving.
A two-chain link? It
tag
sound like
you with.
sound like an ongoing honeymoon phase for real. Sneaky link.
Yeah.
You was kind of in that good state of just.
See, I had
it.
it.
So what? Then it go away when you then the sneaky link become the relationship.
No, we got married. That was another honeymoon phase after that.
So is there a new link?
No, no link.
I remember I was in a situation one time. I remember I was in a situation one time, man. I've been with this girl for a long time. And I'll try to do a new move in the bed. So I grab her from the back, and I grab the back of her neck. She turned around talking about I was choking her. I said, how the fuck you get choked from grabbing the back of your neck? You know what I'm saying? So then I end up running across Sneaky Link. Sneaky Link wrote me grab the neck.
From the front.
Finger in the mouth, everything. You like, whoa, hold on, man. This is a whole nother ball game. What the
Finger
fuck?
in the butt, all that shit.
What the fuck is this? This is PG-13 here. This is some different stuff here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was fun.
Yeah.
He said finger in her mouth.
So I didn't get my verse. I didn't get my.
Yes, sir.
All right, so with the sneaky link deal, man. I'm telling you, being sneaky, that's a different type of energy. Man. You feel me? Like that'll get you hurt. Like it take too much energy to be sneaky. Like too many things can come with being sneaky too. So just keep it all the way G. You feel me? If you feel like that's part of you and whatever reasons you need another person or whatever, just be genuine.
So why do you think they last longer though? Why do you think Sneaky Links last longer?
Because Sneaky Links play their role. Role players.
Sometimes you gotta hit it and go.
But see, this is the thing though. This is the reason why I don't like Sneaky Links, because you actually sending money out. You're sending money out from the home. You feel me? Like, just keep it real and bring the sneaky link into the home. You feel me? Keep all the income in. What's better than 1 million? 2.
I agree, but back when I was sneaky link,
they ain't trying to.
I was bringing money into the house too. She was looking out for a nigga. Boy, this wife know how to take care of a guy. You feel me? So I don't know. That might not even be the sneaky link. That might have just been a good link. I don't know. I can tell you, like, listen, we got blood out.
Turn y'all sneaky links into a Bluetooth link.
And then turn motherfucker into
that Bluetooth.
But what makes it a sneaky link?
I guess if you sneaking around, I was, She was.
So that means somebody was married? You gotta be married to have a sneaky link?
No,
or is it just relationship to have a sneaky link?
Either or.
I don't know.
Okay,
that's what I'm sitting here asking.
A committed relationship.
If she was in a committed relationship, I was actually getting out of one, you feel me? And she snuck around that corner and we linked up. Shit. That's what happened.
It was like a dating site for sneaky links?
No, I mean, I'm a dating site.
It just happened.
I'm gonna have some guys.
Shannon said just keep it 100. Years,
you know. Act like you were saying you was a sneaky link. You was a sneaky link.
What?
You was a sneaky link.
Listen, all right.
I was a sneaky
for
link.
my ass being a sneaky link, I was getting some food every day. Good conversation. She come through with some weed for a nigga. You feel me? You look like you thirsty. 20 hours. Listen. She snuck the fuck out of this link and we linked all the way up.
Linked all the way up.
You hear that? She said you can't break the link.
She locked the link.
Listen, can't break
That's
the
not
link.
a sneaky
And
link.
the ball and chain to the link.
She locked her link.
Listen, life. You hear me? La Vida Loca.
She locked her link.
Great. It's fucking great.
So you can turn the link into a husband.
A link into a lover. Something, I don't know. Whatever. She turned this link right on up. Turned this link into a damn boat.
They didn't get y'all the cheat code. Gave y'all the cheat code right there.
Listen, she turned me to a boat. Right.
You know you're rolling. You might get a ring.
You might get a Marcus.
Donna says when you get older, sneaking is tired as fuck. If you play the game for some years.
Yeah, that's when you get older now it goes to what he says, too much energy, too much taken from the household. Oh my got time for that shit. But when you're younger days though,
that's
sneaky link, that's a young people shit.
Yeah,
but like now that you're older, you don't have time for that shit. Watch
Much energy to be negative and sneaking. What up, Mitch? Michelle on here, y'all.
Yo.
Dominique Rabbit. What up, Rabbit?
Oh. We got Richard Lacey here.
What up, Lace?
What up, Lace?
Scrapware, baby.
Scrapware. What's up with it?
All right, listen. What's up? So make sure y'all tap in on that. You feel me? Let us know y'all opinions on it. See, we got another topic here. It's pretty good one too now. I tell you what, we'll get this up on the screen for the folks.
Got that boy Strap in here.
So I cleaned it up in the question for the view, but the real definition is masturbation a need or a want? Ain't that right? Ain't that what the came from? Female, is masturbation a need or a want? We're talking on both sides, female and male, until we give your perspective. Who want to go first? I think that when you're younger, it's a want. You think it's a need, but it's really a want. I think as you get older, it becomes more of a need from pressure or frustration in life. That's the way to let it escape. So as you older, it became more of an, unless you're just super horny, it might be that just might be a lifestyle. I don't know. I think it's a need or I
At this age right
I
now,
think it's a need. That's just what I think it's a need as you become older, but as you're younger, it's a want.
Okay. I feel that.
I'm gonna say, shit, like a motherfucker. Watching the house on the prairie. Everywhere. I think it just.
Just take a clock.
I think it come out. Motherfucker. I think it come out of like. I'm gonna say wrong because if you would say, oh yeah, like I think it's like I don't think it's like I think it can be both. Sometimes it'd be like, yeah, like you need to get it off, feel me? But for the most part though, like if you stay busy and active, your mind probably ain't gonna be on it as much. Feel me? Like now you bored in the house watching some shit or whatever, something across the mind, you might, oh, let me get it off. So, like, did you really need to do that? You feel me? You just wanted to. You feel me? Right. So, like, it's
some people need to get that off.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like,
going crazy.
But it's like, yeah, some people need to, but you probably don't. You know, you probably got people like. I masturbate a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You feel me? But like, sometimes I do it out of order, and sometimes I do it out of, I need to get it out.
So it's like a sport.
It's always been a sport.
Oh man.
Like it just I don't know.
I think
I ain't gotta hear shit. I'm just
I think like wanting to be pleasure or getting pleasure, I think that's a need. I think doing it yourself is a want. You need pleasure. You wanted to do it yourself. You feel me? I think that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, I kind of like.
But sometimes
everybody need pleasure,
but no, I feel like what he's saying, like sometimes, like you really need it. You could have fucked up day, stressful day, anything.
Wait a little longer.
Take it out. Take it out on your man. Man's in here. Take it out on your man.
Wait a little longer.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't be available, and then you be like, oh shit. I'm good. You feel me?
What you think, woke?
All right, so let me get my response. Matter of fact, let me read some of these comments first.
Oh shit.
L says it can be both. Sometimes you need to release the pressure. Sometimes it just want to orgasm. So she feel like you need to release pressure or you want to have an orgasm. So you
they gotta do it themselves.
They could. They possibly could have to. Donna says exactly. Auntie Diva says exactly. Shannon says I think it's a need. L said the mic going in and out. Is that Short's mic going in and out? I really don't know what I was talking at that time. Some people have a super high drive and no constant partner. In that case, it's a need, Shannon says. Yall says sometimes people need to release the sexual frustration to think clearly in certain situations. Donna Newsom, our auntie says, Auntie Diva says, I think it's a need that your body wants or your mind. And she says, fantasy life for real. Shannon says, sick or uninterested partner too.
Sick?
Yep, like if your partner has erectile dysfunction, yep, you have to, you want to, masturbate. So masturbation, right? It's deeper than what we think. Yes, it is. It's deeper than what we think. It releases a hormone. All right, hormones is what feeds the cells, which feeds the tissue, which feeds the organs, information. Okay, so the hormones sometimes get stimulated through nerve or through blood circulation. So some people might think it's a need, but it could be even a greater want if your diet is fucked up. If your diet is not balanced and your body's not producing the right hormones on its own. See, sexual hormones is a steroid. So that's why it feels so good when it happens. So, it increases, it intensifies. So if you was to change your diet, you would have this replacement of these hormones that you're missing that you feel like you need the steroid to help induce, to help you achieve. Yep.
Diet, alcohol, jack off as much?
Yep. Or if you remain busy releasing the toxins, like you said.
Yeah.
Yep. If you remain busy, working out, walking, whatever the case may be, release it. Yes, it releases dopamine.
Dopamine, which makes you happy, you feel me, and feeling like you completed something. The same feeling you get from completing shit and meeting your objective is the same feeling you get after busting enough.
Yes.
It got me sleeping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You feel satisfied. You're like, oh, I can go to sleep.
Do you masturbate?
No, I do not masturbate. I used to. I practice seed retention now. And not if, and if I do have sex, it's to help or it's to procreate.
Shit, my man. It's tough. That just is tough, my boy. That bug sleep and most of the time then. God, that motherfucker. He put that mother on the shelf. He put that mother on the shelf.
Guess what? Look, when you got, it's and so forth, you ain't on your God level. You feel me? So,
Man, listen, man.
it's time to graduate.
It's a sport.
It's time to graduate.
Listen, man, I feel him. But I ain't listen. I don't graduate.
Got too much time on their hands.
Man, if you get time on your hands, you feel me? I'm graduated, you feel me? Because you take this masturbation to a different level, you feel me? So this is what you got, you feel me? I got this new thing, right? I call it my baby Alexa. Look, they got that mouth. They got that mouth. They got that mouth. No, because y'all see what's funny. You heard it around? Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? What? You feel me? Yeah. What? I keep it around.
That's what they keep in the bed.
Yeah, and then you know when the lady be like, I got this 212. I got this 212.
What? Let me ask you a question. Hey, since it's yours, why you got it bagged up?
Because it stay bagged up. You feel me? It stay bagged up. Boom, boom, boom. They got a new mouth. They got a new mouth for that. I ain't used it. This right here got a new mouth for everything.
So how you know it's good?
You know it's good. This is the new thing.
Is that a new one?
This is the new thing.
Let's hear from them.
Hold on. Did that motherfucker have a nose? It got a nose on it and everything. This is the new state of the art now. Y'all is so old school. This is the new generation stuff right here. Yeah, look, they got the booty. Oh,
entertainment purposes.
That much time, man. Y'all tripping, man. This is a new thing, and y'all tripping. This is a new thing going on, and y'all want to do the new thing.
This is what
cool, bro. Listen, man. When they want to do a 212, go ahead and do that 212. Cool. I ain't even gonna bicker with you, baby. I'ma go get Alexa. You feel me? And you got a problem with Alexa, you feel me? I'll put it back up. And I'll bring it out another day. Trust me, I'm gonna bring it out. But we got problem what? We got problem what?
I ain't got no
you
problem.
feel me? That's what I'm trying to say, man.
Bro,
Shoot.
keep that motherfucker in the house.
Nah, I keep it where I want to keep it, boy.
Keep that motherfucker in the house.
Keep it where I want to keep it.
Oh,
Have you ever, let me ask you this, have you ever had pregnancy scare with Alexa?
Nah, I ain't had no crazy skate. You don't even shouldn't be asking me nothing since you were it's so tough. You should never talk about anything about nothing, think about nothing, my boy. You wanna ask me something? You wanna ask me something? Cause he tough. He ain't talking, he tough. We shouldn't even said the M word around him. Oh my God.
I can't do him right there. It's too much.
Y'all tripping.
That's real. That's
It is expensive. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much energy right there, man. I'll be cool by the time I go find it. That's there, man.
He got it on his head.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like,
concealed carry.
Y'all niggas stay strapped. Y'all niggas stay strapped.
He got a concealed carry right now.
I just got the holster. That's all. Just the holster.
Thing of masturbation. I understand it, and it's just like watering your crops. You're not gonna wait on the rain for you to water your crops. Feel me? So I get it.
I got a holster. Y'all got guns and stuff. I got the holster. And y'all mad at me.
We ain't mad at you.
Why y'all mad at me for?
I didn't even know you had it.
Doesn't matter. Why I gotta tell you for? No, Dad.
Hold on.
Why I gotta tell you for, Daddy?
As I'm sitting here thinking, though, you spend a lot of time on this couch, right? No, the reason I say that, because I seen you doing some shit before we came on air. And that's what you was doing. You was getting the less.
You watched him?
I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. What are you saying? Like,
I've been having that tough. I've been having that tough.
Right there, but that's what I said. I thought it was tucked at the end of the couch. I thought it was tucked at the end of the couch.
He pulled it out the bag.
I know, but before it got in the bag, I thought he pulled it from under the couch.
It came with the bag.
Hold on. Before it got in that bag. No, that bag. It was in the bag.
In the bag.
In the back of the bag or on the couch in the bag?
It was in the bag.
Ah, okay. Cause I seen you kneel down when I came. You know what I'm saying?
It was nah, man. I had to grab something.
Had to put the chair back there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You trying to see if he's sitting on cum?
Yeah.
You know how I see.
This boy, what is it?
I didn't say. I did not say. I'm going bananas, man.
You did. You got it right.
I didn't know, man. No, man.
12.
12.
Because you know what, though?
2 12s.
2 12s is like, they do 2 12s like 4 or 5 times a week.
2 12s. You said you was doing it as a sport.
Weekend warrior.
I thought you was being your man.
To another warrior.
You was definitely DVing your man.
No.
You was definitely DVing your man. And then wherever you stopped, you was DVing your man. And then you put it on the shelf and tucked it. You probably killed it. And then you put it down. What are you talking about?
But you know, it might be a little fruity for a man to masturbate. Putting a man hand on it.
I can't reach that motherfucking button, man.
He put his hand.
Junior got the best idea with Alexa.
Oh,
You said boo?
He's scared to set your own.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I thought
really on the shelf.
I thought it was talking about.
I would have had a self. I would have had a self. Like, I would have had a door shut.
Man, take that for
I would have had a door shut.
Yeah, hit a boo on that.
I would have had a door shut, like, because that's what you did to your composite. You just slammed it over the door so you put it on the shelf. Splattered.
Oh, shit. Yo, bro. Y'all niggas wireless today.
It's both, though. It's both. It's a need and a want.
Overall. Now you want to get back on time.
Yeah, you know, pull the Alexa out, man. And we can't top it. You have to go back to the topic.
Nobody knew about that.
I didn't know.
It is funny. That's funny.
He called a pussy pot. Okay?
Pussy fire.
Whose pocket? That pocket. Never mind.
Bro, you so out the date, bro.
Crazy.
Quit asking questions, bro.
I had one before though.
Hey, Mook, you measured it that quick, bro?
Nah, I'm just saying this nigga kept throwing it. I'm like, yo, bro, put your pocket in your pocket then. He said, put your pocket in your pocket. That nigga should just did this. Like, yo, y'all see what I got? Y'all see what I got? That's pocket.
He's slanging it.
I'm like, whoa.
I don't tell you what was on that pocket. Oh, nah.
Something wrong with y'all.
Oh, okay, you never used
You
it.
That's
taking
good.
it way
Listen,
too deep.
man.
You have a heart attack.
Cause,
He
man,
ain't never been nowhere. He ain't never seen
I almost got
this boy been married for 30 years and never seen nothing like
I've never
Hey, bro, listen, I'm gonna show you something else.
I've never seen this.
Hey, bro, have you ever seen one of these?
Look.
That's what I'm saying, bro. See, you so out the date, my boy. You feel me? Look. You see that buzzer right here? You feel me?
Put that in the camera.
Yeah, man. Put this in the camera, man. This boy so out the date, man. You feel me? Yeah, man. You ain't hit, man.
Screaming plus vibration.
Yeah, he ain't hit, man. I'm telling y'all on, man.
It sounds like I'm just young, bro.
You hit it with the buzzer. You turn the buzzer on.
You immature.
It sounds like I'm doing that naturally. Shit. I don't think.
Man, you don't got no built-in vibration on your kabata. You a liar.
He said he's doing this naturally.
Motherfucker like you lying. Motherfucker like that. You that motherfucker. You been hitting them motherfucker. You got a missing nerve going on. You got a nerve going on or something, bro.
You got a vibrate kabata.
You got a nerve trickling
What's at
down
the
or
top,
something,
like some
man.
bubble gum or something? Oh, God.
That's like a bullet or something.
That's
You got a whole kit.
Where'd you get out of the vending machine? Why do you have that whole kit on you, man? Where are you going? Exactly. What are your intentions? What you got to do at the pocket?
Hey, so
It's in the water.
Hey, next week we gonna do this speed.
Hey, mind your business. That's another time.
We gonna do a speed dance for
That inbox about to jump. Talking about I'm so out of touch. They about to do something strange. I'm supposed to schedule trips to the sex store.
the Triple X episode.
We got Frederica.
Yeah.
We got Frederica.
He says the Triple X
Auntie said the Triple X episode.
I didn't think it was gonna take us there. I didn't think the question. Oh no,
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't know we was bringing props.
That's the new. That's the new.
That's what you don't know. It's not a prop. That's his everyday.
It's really, boy, it just had it. It just had it on it.
It's like having on a shirt.
Every time I see him with that bag, I'm gonna raise the eye. Like, am I interrupting something? This is a long time. That ring and the mouth. You a wild boy.
Well, boy.
Y'all boys be sexy like
That's a hell of a
It
conversation.
seems like you're stuck in that.
That's a hell of a conversation.
No, because I got a pocket.
It seems like you're stuck in that.
Listen, I'm not mad. I'm
Why
just.
you mad? I got pocket.
Listen, you gotta understand.
My nigga, he got a hot pocket
Impressed
and an entree.
Got all the attachments.
You a greedy boy.
I'm not mad. I'm just impressed with the armor. You got all them attachments. I didn't know.
Ready to go to war.
You didn't say
I
that.
didn't go to war.
Plan B.
You
Plan
didn't say
C.
He said in the previous episode, you ain't gonna out fuck him.
My man's got an armory over here. You feel me? Sometimes shot
Lieutenant
in a
Dan.
certain way, but it's all it is. The shot. I'm like, damn, this nigga. I'm talking about. He pulling them out like Glocks and drums and shit. Like he just like foul. Like I feel bad. The next one, my boy catch. Hey, don't fall in love.
No.
Got kids on
And
there.
he said that sneaky link.
That's crazy. That ain't even sneaky.
That's a hell of a connection.
That's a hell of a connection.
This nigga got it.
That's shit.
These Walmart links over here. What type of option you want? I got the ring with this. I got the pocket with here.
Nah, they like option D. All of the above.
Kind of
You
like
got an
the
option
full.
D, all of the above.
They want the full max B.
He ready to kick us out. He got shit to do, man.
That's we about to get to some Max's bitch now.
He got some shit to do.
He said it's Bob Ferrari. He said we about to get to some Max's.
Dennis said maybe he's practicing his stamina.
Because they ain't ready to go to war.
He trying to wear something
You
up.
never got the bright side of this stuff. He got to be all negative. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's my girl, man. She all right with me. Let's go to 10,000.
Oh, what the fuck?
I can't even see it yet.
That's some quesadilla. That's that bullshit you had us eating.
Already?
Nigga, I ain't good.
He gonna say quesadilla.
Hey, what's that bullshit he had us eating?
I ain't haven't eaten no quesadilla.
What did he have us eating at B-Dubs? That shit was bad.
They don't even sell quesadillas.
That's that shit. Look, he had some type of dip shit that got.
I was Columbus. Somewhere with a lot of throwing.
Yeah.
Y'all had that quesadilla.
Man, give me them glasses, man. Them $400 glasses, man. Come on, get them.
Nigga, I'm gonna do CPR, pussy.
Get them, nurse.
I don't know no nurse, but I'm gonna help you. Come on. Just come on, dog.
Put your keys in his face and get him right up.
He's alive. Hell no. He alive.
That's why like Shoni Love.
That's the famous quick. Shots in the top.
Oh my god.
To the shows in the top.
Shots in the That's what's up. Self-reflection.
Look, the beer look good, cuz. Look at it. Oh, that's what happened when you had too many glizzies. Too many glizzies.
Man.
Damn. Oh, man.
That's
funny.
Hey, y'all funny as fuck, man. For real?
Grief.
For real? It was empty, man. Same with man.
This is a good moment with Show Sleep.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Got him like, God.
Yeah, the baby.
That's nice. It's short.
Y'all said
Set me up for that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
Oh, man, y'all wow.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so listen.
That's what's up, though.
That's funny as shit.
Ain't nobody ever woke down putting that together.
We're going to get into topic 3. Okay.
Shannon said, blame it on the food. Joya said, what the fuck? Darnell said, real clown.
That's hilarious. All right, so for next topic. Has your male pride ever gotten in your way or had a negative effect on your life? This is a deep question, y'all. They wasn't real. We didn't get these questions out before, like normal, So this is.
I'm gonna tell you.
I get some raw answers.
I go. My man, it got in my way. It got in my way. It was like it was in the midst of another transition when I was going from the streets to working, and I knew everybody knew me from the streets. You feel me? So I knew I'd about to enter a factory where everybody knew me. You feel me? Like motherfucker stopped me one day in the factory, like, man, you still got that truck, man. Like, and then he turned around, like, man, he used to sell all the dope. When he used to, I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, that ain't me, bro. That's my brother. Feel me? But it took me a while to be like, it took me a while to accept the fact that, like, I got to get a job. You know what I'm saying? This ain't it. But my pride was in my way so much that I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to accept it. You know what I'm saying? So like it put me. But once I got to work, and I'm like, oh, this shit is sweet. You feel me? Like less stress, less worries, and all that shit. I ain't got to worry about all the bullshit that come with the streets, all that bullshit. So for the most part, though, like, yeah, it had got in my way when I was transitioning from the streets to working.
Okay. It definitely made me do some stuff I could have done without.
You always feel like you got to prove yourself or assert yourself in a situation. Especially when you're younger, everything is like a competition. I ain't gonna, if you can do that, I can do better. Mhm. So a lot of stuff I could have let go and probably had an easier life without it. Oh shit!
Shoot, I don't know. Shit, my pride. Ooh, wait, shoot, my pride damn near got me homeless. Shoot, got me sleeping on the van. Shoot, had me in and out of the house, just falling out with everybody. Because basically, I could never never put myself as fault. I always kind of had an excuse for everything. I always blame everything about something, so I'm falling out everybody. So I'm trying to figure out like, so it ain't me, it's them. And I realized like, hold on, it's me. Well, I got
Yeah, you gotta teach your motherfucker how to hit that button, man. That's you just dropped some shit.
so I ain't gonna lie, cause it's, you know what I'm saying, cause I see a lot of people go through it. So I'm like, hey, that sounds like me. That used to be. So, you know what I'm saying? There's no execution. It's all a bunch of excuses and stuff like that. So I realized that my pride was up because I'm really naive for real. I'm not really trying to really listen to nobody for real. Just kind of be knowing that I'm causing problems, burning bridges, and my money getting really, really, really funny in the same breath. So I realized like, hold on, like when I really went rock bottom, when I really felt I went rock bottom, shit, I really had to sit there and talk to myself like, hold on, this is what I was planning on being. Like, this is what this is. Hold on, it's some problems that I need to correct. And I need to correct them with myself. So me not listening, me just, you know what I'm saying, just being naive and just being negative, all that stuff play a part. Shit, I really have come a long way from some guys. But I'm definitely have my pride. So that's what I would do. So person get down and out, you can have for a job or work and stuff, so you need to put that pride down in the ass, you know what I'm saying? And see, you know what I'm saying, you get opportunity and shit for shit. Closed mouths don't get fed. So, you know, for sure. Yeah, that's the only way I can think of
Even to add to but that pride also make us who we are. Them mistakes and whatever you want to call them made me today to understand. Okay, now I can be smarter in this situation. That's right.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
See, like for me, I done had some big hits because of pride, but the real challenge be just the daily shit, thinking, oh, I might have the best way, or just simple shit, the pride in that, oh, I got the best way, or because I am the man, I got to do it this way. This is how it needs to be handled, so on and so forth. Instead of just, oh, sometimes like you got the best way, or sometimes this, or sometimes somebody else totally different who I don't even know could you be talking to from nowhere might have the best way. From putting that wall down, like let me at least listen, understand what they got to say. So yeah, definitely, we can have negative effects sometimes on the daily. And that was deep, guys. That was deep.
Oh no, y'all ain't even hear what Woke had to say.
I'm scared to hear that before. Boy.
It's all about what? What's it about, show? What I always say.
Divine femininity.
Divine femininity. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I did before.
It's all about divine femininity. And so when I hear about pride, the first thing that comes to mind is ego. And ego, ego, easing God out. So now you don't really turn too masculine, you easing the God out of you. You feel me? It's hard to be able to focus when you take that out. When you got too much pride and you want to dismantle shit.
So have it ever gotten your way?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's like,
oh, for sure. And like DJ said, trials and tribulations is what excavates the oils that lie dormant in you. You never know how strong you is until you go through something. You have to go through something first.
Facts.
This one, juicy as fuck.
I'm wait to get to it. Is it better than the nachos?
Chips.
Snack man, snack man.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, this motherfucker.
Glizzy shake.
Big If this was they, we needed Durham right here with his mouth going the other way.
This is watermelon shake. Play with me. So we got one more topic, and that is bro, this motherfucker is so delicious. Is it easier to raise a strong child or to repair a broken adult?
Let's do what we gotta do now. You feel me? Let's get the kids together now. I know where I come from. I know where my brothers come from, where my cousins come from. You feel me? And it wasn't necessarily pleasant to some other people's view, but it was perfect in our environment, how we were raised. You feel me? We was trained to go in that way. This is what you get. You feel me? You raise us this way. So, yes.
So easier to raise a strong child?
Yeah. Let's get it in now. Let's raise these kids now.
So, easier to raise a strong child or
Repair a broken adult. So is it easier to be tough on? Pretty much when I heard, I thought it seemed like it's easier to be tough on sooner than later. Basically, like you raise a strong child or repair a broken adult, somebody who's you feel me, got a lot of bad habits because maybe they got their way or whatever. However out there.
but see I feel like this question this is a good question because I don't been there. I don't try to raise a strong child. You know what I'm saying? If you heard me earlier, man, that's one of the hardest things to do is to raise these kids when they don't listen. You feel me? Like they feel like, shit don't stink. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta let like it's like how do I put it? Like it's hard. Now you don't repair a dog, he gonna listen more than likely because he gonna already know what the fuck been. Well, that's gonna be easy as fuck. That's gonna be real easy. It's not easy to raise, especially a young black male in this world. Feel me? Like that's taken from a parent. Like it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I still beat myself up about a lot of decisions and a lot of things with my oldest. So, you know what I'm saying? But I got to keep going because I got other ones ready. And I got other, other things in life. I got to keep going. So, with that being said, though, like it's gonna be easier to repair shit on. Oh, just raising that little hard headed boy. You know what we done been through, man. Shit, you done try to help. Feel me? So like it's hard.
It's hard headed.
Hard headed.
I want to say it depends on one. I think it's a couple things. It depends on who the teacher. Because if if a teacher may not still be teaching you the right stuff, so you think you raising them, you might just be raising another broken adult. And I want to say, and I mean, generally, you want to say it's easier to raise a strong kid because the kid is almost a blank canvas. So everything is going to be new, and they can almost absorb it like a sponge. But an adult has already got their values, their beliefs, their way of living. So now you want to break down all that and then teach them something new. It's going to be way harder because they're going to be creatures of habit at that point. Where I'm used to doing this way, I'm gonna do it this way, even though I know, even if he tell me drink water all the time. I know water's more beneficial, but I'm so used to drinking something with some flavor on it. I'm like, I need that flavor first. If I drink water, I gotta have it a certain way. So it's certain stuff I know that I'm doing right now that's wrong. But it's just so easy to do. I'd rather fall back into that cycle than to jump out on faith and do something different.
When we get to some of these comments, Sierra says raise a strong child. Hale says easier to raise a strong child. Auntie says wow. Sierra says that was a no-brainer, I think. Shannon said no, it's not easy to do either. And you can lead your children as best as you can, but ultimately they are going to make their own decisions as adults. Hale says it's harder to raise a strong child if you aren't consistent in your tactics. Consistency is facts. Arlene says, I agree with Frederick Douglass. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Els agree with DJ. Sierra says, good analogy. Letwanda says, for sure, Shannon. Definitely. Let's get it together first. You feel me?
Run me that child, cause see, cause some of these adults, they so fucking bad. They gonna shoot more than me. See, they gonna
They got their fish.
they gonna need some medication. They need to lay on the couch with the one pillow that I don't got. They gonna need, you know what I mean? I ain't got time for that. You feel me? I can't. I didn't go to school for that. Okay? So, I'm saying that. Let me let you.
Man, this day and age, it's so crazy though, man. It's not as easy as y'all may think it is to raise a young black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be consistent. I don't care. Listen, let me tell you a story about my son. I love my son to death. He was in Dayton Public Schools. We moved him out to Heber Heights. You know what I'm saying? So we moved out to Heber Heights, and you know what I'm saying? Every day, consistent, clockwork. I got up every day and was taking him to school. Every day, boom, every day. Then I get a phone call and hey, like, just doing a little call to check and make sure everything at home. Like he's he ain't coming the first, second period, then we won't see him. I'm like, huh? So come to find out, when I'm taking him to school, he just checking in and going back out the other door. Then he going to his own school and fucking off and fucking around. You feel me? It was I just believe it's harder. You have to really walk that walk. You have to really be there to understand what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause my son grew up, you know what I'm saying, the way he grew up. I fought myself for a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, though, like, man, that's a hard task when I'm telling you.
But it's even harder for adults. You saying it's easier for adult to change, right? A lot of these adults don't change until they get on till they reach rock bottom, till they can't do nothing else but do different. Because they always, if it was so easy for them to change, they would never get to the point where they had to, because they all be ready for, oh, this is better for me, so I'm gonna do this. Nah, these people already got bad ways and they stuck to them to the point where they broken. Mm-hmm. So it's something in their life that dramatically got to be changed for you to be considered broken.
Yeah, see, I understand what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like, for a parent that's been there, you feel me? Like, you hear what my kids say, you know what I'm saying? But it don't always get through. You feel me?
I think, well, in my life, I feel like it always get through. You just don't see it the way you want to see it. You don't see it as oh, thank you for doing this. Nah, some of the stuff my parents taught me, I didn't appreciate until I was older and had kids. And I could see, oh, that's why they did this. Oh, that's why they did that. Now I understood. And until I got to that point, I just thought, oh, y'all wasn't letting me have my way in whatever reason. But when I got older in that position, I was like, okay, now this makes sense.
Exactly. You see how easy it was for when you got older for you to understand that it makes sense now.
But they still learn it though.
Huh?
They still learn it. They
But
might
I'm just
not
saying though,
use
but
it.
you didn't learn it or use it until you really understood it at the age that you have become. But it was so hard for your parents to get through to you though. Because what I'm trying to say is it's going to be harder for a young black male out here.
What I'm saying is it still get through. I just don't react on it, say the way you want me to. Like you taught me something, and even though I know this is wrong, I still choose to do the wrong thing. I did that plenty times. I knew I used to steal bikes. I knew I shouldn't have been stealing bikes. We could have bought a bike.
Yeah, but
I was like, nah, I want to take this bike.
You know how much shit we could have got into.
But I still,
when we was kids though, it was like we was on bullshit, bro. Like,
but
real
we still
life
knew
bullshit.
that we were doing wrong. That's why we wasn't trying to get caught. We wasn't we was being sneaky about it. We was like, oh, we doing wrong. I wasn't out just, I don't care. I'm gonna do this. Nah, I'm like, nah, I want to get away with it, but I know it's wrong.
Yeah. Oh, let me get into some of these comments. Art Bell says it starts at home. You have to teach. You have to be the parent and raise them, teach them, be present. If not, you will have a broken adult. It starts at home for sure. Shannon says it's hard. I definitely understand. Show. Joya says agree with Shorty. Sierra says hindsight is 2020. Uh, Arlene says, as parents, we take too much credit for our children's decisions. We take credit for their good grades, their school attendance. Hold on. Credit for their good grades, their school attendance, their greatness in sports. None of the credit belongs to us as parents. Unpopular opinion. All we did was create a foundation for them to be great. Our children choose to excel in those ways. We have to recognize that they choose their own path. Man, preach.
Hear that?
Preach.
Adults.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I'm saying.
She
Like
said
that
that
means.
it's easier to raise
So
a
so
child.
when do you be like, all right, go ahead and choose your own path?
I think you always do that though.
Yeah.
Even if you telling them something, they choosing their own path. Unless you holding them hostage.
Yeah.
I
You can't hold them
don't know,
emotionally
'cause I kind
hostage.
of shook 'em. Like, I got 5, so I tell them something, they don't do something. I get on their tail, like, yo, you didn't do that. You didn't do this with me. You feel me?
But it's all still a lesson. They still learning that lesson. Like, okay, I know I'm not. Just because I do something don't mean I know it's wrong. I'm just hoping I don't get in
So
trouble this time.
how do you become a? Like, I'm just saying though, like, so how do you're still then?
That
You're
don't
still
but that,
become a broken adult though, but like how?
that's not necessary. That depends on how you view it. You not a you a good parent because you teaching me these lessons. If you just saying do whatever the fuck you want and not teaching me anything, not explaining what's right or wrong, then you a shit parent.
Right.
But you over here saying, nah, don't do this. Don't do they still gonna make their own choice.
Right.
And that's not on you. You gave them all the tools. Whatever tool they choose to use, that's up to them.
So that's what I'm trying to say though. So do you know how hard that is though?
Yeah, I got kids too.
That's
I
what I'm
deal
trying
with
to.
the same.
That's
Man,
that's what I'm trying to say though. Like it's gonna be that's hard work. Being a parent is a hard job, man. You're not about to sit here and tell me that it's fucking easy, bro. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, though, like for me to sit here, like I don't give a fuck. Like yeah, you know you're supposed to drink some water, but if it comes to a certain part, you're gonna be like, damn, let me go get me some water in me.
Well, I'm not saying that it's not hard. I'm saying it's easier for a child to learn than an adult.
No, you as an individual though,
You saying, okay, so the question makes the question, is it easier to raise a strong child than to repair a broken adult? He's saying like shit, if I get this adult, she broken, you feel me? I can help her out. Like, look, your life is shit, you see what you got right here. Let me change this for you real quick or whatever. Teach them lessons fast, change it like that. For the kid, they might not get the lesson until they 10, 12, 15. You spent 15 years teaching them the same lesson, in hopes that they get it.
Or they might not get the lesson till they 30.
Or might not get it till they 30. You feel me?
Guess what? You gave it to them.
That's a never.
That's up to them when they want to use it.
I'm about to say, I think they still get the lesson.
So I understand that. So now that they don't become an adult, though, it's gonna be easier to fix that situation because they don't learn. They've been through it all.
Just that you done taught it as a kid.
I understand what you're saying, but it's gonna be easier when they become an adult versus you know how hard it is when they're at these certain ages. Feel me? Like I went through it. I went through it, my boy. From goddamn it, from all three of them.
Mom said do like she did with you and go up to that school.
And I still didn't listen. You feel me? Like mom.
But guess what? She gave you the tools, so when your kids get to acting up, what you're gonna do?
Exactly.
You're gonna go up to that school.
Yeah.
But that's what you learned when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Right? She didn't teach you that as an adult. You learned that as a kid. You was like, oh, this is what they did to me. This is what worked for me.
And I still didn't listen. I bumped my.
But you got the message. You just chose not to do it. That's the same thing with your kids.
So for her to even take her time out to go up to that school. Do you know how much hard work she put in with me?
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm
Like
just saying it's
but that's
easier
it's
than
not easier
changing an
because
adult.
do you know like how many countless nights she probably didn't sleep, word or whatever, you feel me? Like as a parent, like you go
You
through
gotta choose a point to cut off teaching a lesson to sound like that. You gotta choose a point. So what if I don't choose that point until they 10 or they 15 or they 20? Well, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. They ain't gonna get it. It's time
But
to let it go.
you gotta understand is that is all subjective. It's about what you want. You want your kid to do a certain thing. You gotta understand that kid is part you and part somebody else.
facts.
What if they might be more the other person than you? So they gonna lean towards that. So everything you expect them to do, they have no interest on doing. That's not in their being. That's not their lifestyle. It's not that they not they might not be being disrespectful, but it's just they just being who they are. That's just the way they want to live their life. And a lot of it ain't even criminal. It's just majority of it is stuff you probably just don't like.
And I just listen, I understand what you're
He's
saying.
saying that.
So, but as a parent, do you know what you do at the end of the night? You gonna let that on. Ain't got damn, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this little nigga.
But you're gonna have the same issues with you trying to change an adult. If
Nah,
you
cause you
already
gonna have
got
that
it,
option. You gonna have to. I ain't gonna say you gonna have that option, but like,
Got a wrong with that adult. If I'm either adult,
but you only trying to change an adult because you see some value. You're not just going out here trying to change random people. You only trying to change people you got a connection with. Like if I felt like you ate too many chips, I'm gonna do everything I can to try to stop you from eating chips, but you already ingrained on eating chips.
So what
That
what you gonna do after? You gonna leave it alone, right?
I don't. If I really have a passionate point, I'm going. If I really have a passionate point, I'm going to prove. I'm going to try to push it because I'm doing this for a reason. I ain't doing it just because it's something
So
to
it's
do.
the same thing, but to his point, you putting that same effort in with the kids, or
Yeah,
even double
but
that,
I'm not
or
saying
even
it's not going to
double
be easy.
that. So
I
it's
said it's
hard.
going to be
for
hard.
sure.
So you're saying it's hard. So like I'm saying logically, I get his point. Like it's easier to meet an adult, decide if you even want to change them, and then cut them out versus having a kid, raising a kid, doing this, doing that, and then seeing the result.
You are only trying to change something because you really wanted to change.
Yeah.
For a kid, you got a cutoff date. And usually that's at 18 years of age.
No. It don't stop. Like I don't give a fuck. 18,
For an
21,
adult, you got to cut off day.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna say it. Like
But it's
like
gonna,
listen. Like when your kids get out that
work.
house.
It's more work for an adult because a kid, you still got more control over a child. They usually come in living under your house, or you got more access, or you can implement more punishment. For an adult, you might have to go chase them. You might have to go the extra miles because they got the freedom to go and be wherever.
Or don't do, or you cannot. With a kid,
But that's not the question. You said
the question
either raise a kid or fix a broken
right.
adult.
So I'm
So
saying
you got to be committed. You can't just say I'm a give up.
okay. So even
Then you saying
Just
what?
gave up at 18.
At
Like 18.
But that's you no longer a kid at 18. That's all I'm saying.
No, I
At that
understand what
point,
you're
you
saying,
now a broken adult.
But yeah, but you're saying that the cutoff date
no.
18 years before it hit the broken adult, when you can have a broken adult and get them 1 year, 2 year, anything before the 18, and it's still a little easier.
Let me read some of these comments. L says, you let them know that from the beginning they will always make their own decisions. You just have to be consistent in your teachings. Yes, you do. And she said they count on the structure and consistency. Sierra says sometimes you can continue to make the same mistakes until the reproduction is severe enough to change that behavior. Okay.
It's severe.
So how do you?
Oh, severe. The reproduction is severe enough to change the behavior. Yeah, definitely. You got to go through something. Auntie says, as a parents, all we can do is plant seeds. Yes, that's it. We plant so many expectations and emotions on these kids, not knowing that their environment is slightly different than ours. It's not the same. So we can't expect for them to respond exactly the same way that we would. We just don't need to give them the tools. And then let me finish reading these comments. Okay. And then Arlene said that doesn't mean you don't discipline. Discipline is a part of parenting, and discipline is a part of structure, consistency, and good parenting. Shannon says, I've heard a lot of people say parenting was easy. That was not the case for me. Sierra says, strong child. Joya says, right. DJ, when my son did some unnecessary things, I would go off and it took for my son to tell me I hear you better when you're not yelling. I love when he started to recognize it was wrong and I wanted to change. He made me proud. Sierra says, lead by an example. Yep. Joya says, so true. L says, adults are set in their ways. Kids choose to do what they want. Working with that rich youth, I see it every day. And it's easier to do the wrong thing. Their choices, their own. Yeah, their choices are their own. But they're shown the proper leadership, they will follow suit. Yes, they will. It's got to be consistent.
What is them up there?
Might as well start with a blank canvas rather than to try and edit the painting.
Tasha said you can't.
It's cut off. That's all.
Yeah, it is.
A kid is a blank canvas. Sierra says.
Say you can't
Brandy
teach
Davis
kid
says,
that
what's
crack
up,
is black.
Brandy? She said, there are complete systems around your children, meaning that you have no control over because they're around you. To adults can choose to change, have experienced consequences, and when they choose to change, they can change forever. Children don't have the brain development to understand the impact of their choices of their future. We didn't either. Okay.
See, I'm thinking, I'm looking at it's like so many when you get to that teenage point, man, I'm telling you, boy, that shit hard.
Let me give my opinion on this. You know, I don't have any kids, but I have raised many. And I have raised some that will probably be upset if they heard me say I don't have any kids. They probably be like, what you talking about, Dad? You feel me? So with that being said, you gotta be present. And just because we send our kids to school, we still only have parents. If we choose to go work and send them to school and don't put them on the hip while we working, then we choosing to be half parents because there's only 24 hours in a day. 8 of those hours you going to work or they're going to school. 8 of the other hours they sleep. You feel me?
That's what makes it so hard.
That's what makes it so hard. Because we think we doing the right thing, but it's really working against us.
That's what I'm trying to say though. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to say. No matter how much time you spend, no matter how much, because you still have other.
No. It does matter how much time you spend. That's where you're getting it wrong. Yeah. Sending them to school, and they got to sleep 8 hours. That's 16 hours out of the 24 hours.
That's kind of double what's the name from what they were saying in the comments, like kids gonna be kids. So it sounds like if you spend 78 hours a day with them, kids still gonna be kids.
Especially when you got them up and around other influences of other seeds that have been planted that you can't control.
But even
how do you think they act the way they? We only want to walk because we seen somebody else walk. We only talk English because somebody talked it before us.
But what I'm saying is, from what they're saying in the comments, either way, a human being is going to be a human being. So even if you talk whatever to them, whatever, they learn the way all the way 100%, a human being is still going to be a human being. So that would make it, in fact, to kind of short point, harder to raise a strong child than to just fix a broken adult.
Give me the blank canvas.
Blank canvas.
Give me the blank canvas.
Okay. Blank canvas.
That's a comment.
So well, listen, we got a couple minutes left. I think we got a quick would you rather. Keep comments coming. We definitely gonna check them out later after the episode. I just got a quick would you rather. So stay tuned. If we ready with would you rather. All right. Y'all gotta call it a B out. Hey V.
Did you make them shells?
Hey V. Ain't gonna let them shells go.
Yes, I'm working.
Have to answer would you rather. Everybody has to answer the question. Short, we're gonna start it off with you because it's your highlight day. So would you rather have a permanent splinter under your big toe or a permanent bad haircut?
Give me that splinter, man.
Permanent splinter under the big toe.
Yeah,
Find out my vein.
Man, listen,
What was the other part?
Listen.
A permanent splinter under your big toenail or a permanent bad haircut.
Give me that big toe. I can cover that motherfucker up, man. I'm already going through some shit. My shit down there about to start receiving. And when it did that one time, I damn near crashed, man. Like losing that hair is a bad motherfucker. But give me that split, man. I don't want a bad haircut.
Run me that haircut, man. That splinter gonna have you in constant pain. Run me that haircut, man. I just be the guy with the bad haircut.
I'll just be the guy
That'll
with
be my
low tats.
image.
Yep.
Make the best out of it.
And limping around this motherfucker.
Yeah, I ain't about to be in no pain. Give me that badass haircut.
Hey man, run me that. Man, I don't know, man. I hate this thought, man. Run me that splinter, man.
Yeah, I got all my barbers from you. I know what you gonna say.
I'm gonna have to say, I love a good haircut. A lot of times men can't walk in anyone. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't got time to go get one. Run me that. I'm gonna rock a bad haircut. Fuck it, that splinter shit hurt under the big toe. We talking about under that toenail, like right in between that meat and shit. Like, yeah, just give me a haircut. Fuck it.
You wouldn't be hooping at all.
Sooner or later, that shit gonna be done. Sooner or later, that shit gonna be done, bro. I ain't gonna feel it no more, man.
I look good with the limp.
They're gonna cut that toe off, man.
What if they got that toe off?
Now, what if your hairline like this? You remember I used to cut it from
I'm gonna just lean my head to the side. Just lean to the side. I'm about to have a crook in my
What if
neck.
you got motherfucking got them stiff all over your head? That's a bad haircut.
Just wear a hat.
Nah, fuck that.
Put a hat on. Shit, you don't like my haircut now? Fuck.
All right, we're gonna start with. Well, would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse?
Would I rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse? Give me a zombie apocalypse because robot apocalypse means that there's too many phases it can be before you get to the head computer. Yeah, give me that zombie apocalypse because I know I got an individual beat coming ahead. You feel me? Or
Zombie apocalypse?
Yeah. Or a robot apocalypse.
Like iRobot type shit.
Yeah.
Man, remember that robot. Remember that robot, man. Got time. I don't watch too much Walking Dead.
I'd rather have a zombie, man. 'Cause them robots, they might automatically be strong and shit, and just different little abilities they program in them motherfuckers. I'm full zombies, like I'm knowing got it, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go zombies, screaming zombies.
The zombies ain't gonna reproduce. Robots can build robots.
Remember that zombie. I got a better chance of defending myself.
Yeah, you know, some of them might be slow, some of them might be fast. Some of them robots.
You can shoot them.
Zombie.
You said you
that robot. Y'all some real killers, man. Them zombies.
What you think? What you think robot gonna do? I never see them throw water on the fucking robot. That's fact. They never throw water on the robot.
Right. If they making robots, that water's their weakness, bro.
Yeah, that's different.
Ain't it though? All that.
Y'all deal with no zombies, man. Y'all deal with zombies.
Like the robots do not come out in the rainy season.
Y'all want to walk around and stuff with other zombies, and y'all gotta walk around and stuff with a little knife and kill them.
He's running out with a bottle of water.
He's out there with a super soul.
All right, DJ, would you rather give one of your eyes to a stranger or be blind for the rest of your life?
Shit, oh man, shit, man. If I can't see out of that stranger's eye, man, shit's gonna be blind, man. I ain't gonna get his ass nothing, man. Shit, if I can't see through him or her, man, I'm gonna run me blind, man. Mama, man, I ain't man for what? I ain't gonna see through my eye for what? I can't see through it either.
What was the question?
Would you rather give a stranger an eye or be blind for the rest of your life?
I don't give a stranger my eye, man. I can go get another one.
I can get another. Really?
It ain't gonna work.
He said, I'll just go give you another to make this.
But they gonna be blind though, bro. They gonna be blind.
They just at the store on the top shelf.
I'm just saying, so she said, the question was, she said, you want one eye or two eyes, bro?
You want a red one?
Okay, the question is, do you want one eye or no eye?
Yeah, one eye or no eye. Give me a fucking eye.
They on the shelf.
She's saying like, Would you rather be blind or have one eye?
But you if you go buy
But you
another
say you
one,
about to lie like you can see
You know
with
what?
one eye.
Hold
like
on,
they had
listen.
Kroger. You gonna use your Kroger Plus card and get an eye?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I mean. Like Charleston White got a fake eye, right? He take that motherfucker out every day and he put it on the dresser or whatever.
Okay,
He
so
said he
find
got a
this.
camera in it and he watch everybody. Here, bro. It's like that. So I'm gonna buy me a fake eye, bro. At least I can see something out this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
half, like.
Instead of being all the way blind. Stop it.
Yeah, give me that one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Run me that one.
Guess
And I'm
something
gonna run you
better
the
than
other
none.
one.
I guess something better than none.
What you say, DJ?
Yeah, I'm running that one.
Yeah.
His nigga gonna be
Fuck
up here
what June
blind
talking
as
about.
fuck.
This
He
nigga,
ain't gonna be able to get something.
he's like, hey, it's gonna be amazing
I thought
DJ.
you said
walking
If you
around
don't,
that shit.
That's
if
what I'm
you
saying.
don't know what you playing
Okay,
and
yeah,
just
man. I
mix
give
that
it
shit
a
up.
try, man. I fuck with that.
You gonna be the first blind
Say this
DJ.
shit, throw the one in the gutter and go buy another one.
He gonna be the first blind DJ.
The first blind DJ.
Oh man. Julia said, give me that one eye.
All right, Moose. Would you rather? Yeah, starting off with you. Would you rather buy all used underwear or all used toothbrushes?
Oh shit.
Whoa, what the fuck? All used underwear or all used toothbrushes?
Just kill me.
That's a crazy combo. That's like it's really wild for real. Man, I definitely just run the underwear because I ain't toothbrushes. Like, man, I'm just that man. Yeah, underwear.
Yeah, run my underwear.
Yeah, I'm in them underwear too. At least I can wash those.
Yeah, I watched them.
Yeah, wash them now. So yeah, the underwear.
What you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna wash them dirty ass underwear.
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah, because that bacteria in the mouth, boy,
some people don't change their toothbrush. Some people still got their OG toothbrush and things to accolade. Some people don't have toothbrushes. Some people don't have
Yes,
toothbrushes.
it's legal.
Neither.
I just gave us the
Run me
eyes.
no draws.
Run me them herpes stain, green stain
See,
draws.
Oh no. Oh man, that toothbrush looking mighty nice right now.
He had a moment right there.
I need to make that sound like.
All right, DJ. Last question. Would you rather forgive somebody with no remorse or get revenge?
No remorse or
Oh,
get
okay.
revenge.
That's a tough one. Cause you want revenge like a motherfucker. But dang, to be at peace and forgive them. I have to run with that forgiveness, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna run with that forgiveness.
Can I hear the question back one more time?
Would you rather forgive somebody with no remorse, like they have no remorse for what they did, essentially, or get revenge? So basically, are you a forgiver or a revenge seeker?
Yeah. I would like to be a forgiver. I would like to be considered as a forgiver. The flesh and the vanity, pride, the ego. Which want revenge.
Man, I'm Drake, man. I'm trying to look for revenge. All summers. All summers. All summer 16. I'm looking for
You gonna be blind trying to.
everybody want beef. Everybody want beef. Motherfucking Martin and stuff. Nobody want beef, man.
Gonna be blind as fuck trying to get revenge.
We got Day on here. Day said, I want to give remorse to people who you have cowboy posters or LeBron posters or whatever the fuck on my left. Yeah, something is wrong here. Oh shit.
Right, man. If I ain't something to do, man. Congratulations on the wedding you having, man. Nobody trying to hear your hate ass on this nigga.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your funeral. I mean your wedding.
Yeah. Enjoy your papers, man. My fault, fellas.
No,
They
no
raising
offense.
it up.
They raising it up.
It up.
Your ring gonna light up, Day.
Oh, something wrong with that.
Auntie says forgiveness is self-healness. It's self-heal. Okay. Joya says forgive. Elle says forgive. Auntie says forgive. Sierra says forgive. Auntie says STD and gingivitis and
Toothbrush.
Oh, Auntie, that's
Crazy.
It says mouth too close to the brain.
Yeah, so it's on straws. But I'm gonna go with forgive because this see I can forgive whether you have emotional I don't so I ain't about to keep putting this shit to she wasn't, you know.
I'll just forgive it.
Like, that's like one. All right, folks. That sounds like that might be a wrap. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We got any shout outs today?
Yeah, definitely want to give a shout out. Peace to the gods and the goddesses. Peace to the universe. Also want to give a shout out to Can You Handle the Truth on Thursdays. Tune in with your host Josh McGuire, co-host of Alexis Whaley on Thursdays at 8 o'clock p.m. Tune in. Also, definitely want to give a shout out to Cuz, man. You know, we gave him his flowers earlier. Definitely.
I had that was the other long time I had the you niggas hugging, but a lot of crackers.
A lot of crackers.
A lot of crackers. Yeah, let those up.
Shout out to Cafeteria Talk, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. That was real shit. That was really, really
Oh, we got a couple of people on TikTok that says, I'm sorry about that. We got a couple of
You get you what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. There's people that have toothbrushes and still don't use them. Damn. And then also Wilson Jr. says, forgive, no need to focus to life on someone you don't care about. So go ahead and forgive. Sorry, go ahead and do your thing.
Oh yeah, just shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my kid, man. That was beautiful. That was nice. And truly appreciate you. Shout out.
Oh, shout out to Shannon. Tomorrow's her birthday.
Oh,
happy birthday.
Turn up with DJ Max. Shit. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to show and shout out to the local artists. Wish that y'all do your dream, man.
Hey man, shout out to Eric. So,
Like and share, y'all. Make sure y'all like and share.
shout out to tuning in. Shout out to being here with us, watching us grow, helping us grow. Shout out to everybody. You know, just keep that good energy going. Even when you see the negativity, the work don't start until the ops come. You feel me? That's the thing. Everybody can sit on the block, be ready for the op, but the work don't start until the ops come. So when you see that negative energy, get rid of it, man. Stay away from it. Get rid of it. However, protect your peace. You feel me? Keep putting out good vibes. That's the best way you can do it. Keep that negative and positive. And shout out to everybody doing that. Keep that negative and positive. Let's not be good.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be safe.